We're not beering the Walking Dead lead right now. We're walking after whiskey. So they're drinking whiskey again.
What's up, party people? Welcome to Walking After Whiskey. I'm Shorty.
And I'm Travis. We're gonna break down your latest episode of The Walking Dead tonight.
And we've missed you.
I know.
I don't know if you've missed us, but it's fine. We've missed you. It's all good. Oh God, I already forgot. We're breaking down what?
We're breaking down Season 10, Episode 17, entitled Home.
Sweet Home. What?
We're also breaking down a sweet-ass ball of whiskey called Breaking and Entering American Whiskey from St. George Spirits. It looks fucking amazing, and it tastes pretty good, too. We'll give you a good tasting on that.
All right. Ready?
To the review.
Missed you.
You too.
Missed y'all too.
And we're not beering The Walking Dead. We're walking after whiskey,
I know,
bitches.
it's an actual walking after whiskey show because we're fucking back.
And we're drinking whiskey.
We are drinking whiskey. A lot of different whiskeys.
Please cue Back in the Saddle again.
Alright, so this episode. Travis actually said the episode's boring. Whatever, we can do 4 minutes of content. But the whole point of this episode was really, I think anyway, to introduce Maggie back into the show and make you not hate her, because it's really difficult for me to not hate her. So that's what I felt. There were great moments in the show, but the overall theme I felt was like we need another strong character in the show. Introduce Maggie back. I loved the opening scene with Maggie. Whatever, what is that fucking trailer moves away and there's Negan and there's that tension there. Probably the best part of the show in my opinion.
You can cut it open and take a bite of it with a spoon. You know, they're right now the Walking Dead fans are so divided. Like people hate Negan. They think he ruined the show because of what happened with Abraham. They really don't care about Glenn. And
Glenn, it's all about Glenn.
And you know, a lot of people hate Maggie or love Maggie, and so now you have this this antagonist protagonist with Maggie and Negan come together. Negan has done a lot in our eyes in this time to prove himself time and time again that he was worth Rick not killing. He was worth being a person. He has actually given a lot to communities, and he has saved them. But is it
ever in the back of your head? Like, it's always in the back of my head that he's going to revert back. That's always my thing with Negan.
But he hits people in the front of their head and their eyes pop out.
Why you gotta be so mean like that?
You have to worry about the back of your head.
Why
it's in
you
front
have
of
to be so mean?
Because, okay, Negan is like a, I won't say he's a puppy, but he's basically been domesticated, right? He is definitely a wolf who has now found his way in a pack.
No,
right?
I feel like he's been that person. He's a sponge. He's absorbing everything. And in the end, he's going to come out on top of it. So we just have to figure out what that looks like. I feel like if I could predict something, that it's going to be a weird him and Maggie, not a face-off, but it's going to be a weird coming together. Now we've seen these Reapers. So here's our new villains, right? Here's our new clan of villains.
Right.
But there's got to be some... I mean, this is our last season. Like, there's got to be a lot of climactic shit happening in a very short period of time.
Yeah, but a lot of this doesn't happen here in Alexandria, especially with the new people coming on, which we're going to see very shortly with people that Eugene found in the last episode. And it gets really, really, I guess, convoluted, you could say. The worst part about Negan that really killed him was he had his jacket on. I mean, when Maggie sees Negan, and if she would have seen him like in a Carhartt and a bandana, like, oh, okay, he's just some farmer now. She seen him like full Negan black motorcycle vest jacket.
But she did see him that way in Alexandria, like when they went back to Alexandria.
When she first met him, yeah.
But when she first met, right.
But did she see him? She kind of
finally went back.
He was there.
He's there. He's such a presence. Who doesn't fucking see Negan everywhere? He was a presence. And even, oh my God, what is, we've been drinking some whiskey. Alpha's daughter.
Oh, I forget her name too.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. We saw her for a hot minute because she's working right next to Negan.
She's
so
very
we see
memorable,
her for a hot... But we see her for a hot minute too. So there's no... If you're Maggie, you know he's there. She's not going to give him the time of day, but you know he's there. So.
Well, they have that bridge
and he's out there fucking staring her down. So.
Well, I mean, because he knows. I mean, if he feels bad about it, he's looking for any kind of empathy. He's looking for any kind of like humanity he'll ever get from Maggie. Like,
which is my reminder that because I was starting to like Negan,
yeah,
and now looking at Baby Glenn,
yeah.
it is a super big reminder. Like, fuck you, Negan. Now I remember why I don't like you.
I love these Negan discussions. Look, the man was good as a father to Judith growing up. He made her spaghetti one time, which is pretty awesome.
One time, spaghetti, fucking one time.
Hey, some dads aren't there for any spaghetti.
Whatever.
SpaghettiOs. And he was a teddy bear. Like I said, you cannot have Negan with what they did to Negan's people.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Please.
Is Negan reformed and a good guy, or is he gonna turn? We have this season to figure this shit out.
It's the apocalypse. He is going to be whatever he needs to be.
That did not answer my question.
Yes,
that was like way.
He is working now for a community where half of them don't know him and the other half hate him. So he's not going to be anything but what he needs to be to survive. Right? Okay. He wants to be there. He wants to help. He wants to contribute. Some people want him dead. Some people want him out of the community. And
so if he has the opportunity to rise again, would he take it?
In this group of people, if the people want him to be leader, I think that he'd be leader. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you?
Right.
But I don't.
Well, now obviously Maggie's going to reassert herself as the leader.
I don't think that he would go back to being the Negan he was with the Saviors. He would be the leader that he needs to be.
You've heard it here first, people.
He would be, there's different people. They need different leaders.
He's going to wear sweaters and change his shoes.
And change his sweaters, just like Mr. Rogers. Right?
You got me. Got me.
Absolutely. And like you said, like he's a leader. He can lead, right? He's cunning. The guy is masterful at manipulating people and situations. He'd be an amazing leader for the group right now. He absolutely would.
He would.
He wouldn't have to rule them with an iron fist like he did in the Saviors.
I just have to feel like I need to like Negan. Like I like him, but until I saw Baby Glenn, and now I'm like, okay, now I remember why I don't like you anymore. So there's all of that going on. So let's talk about more other shit. So the episode also explored like the relationship between Daryl and Kelly. Mm-hmm. And obviously, Daryl still wants to find what's her bucket's face, her sister's face, Connie.
And so they go out searching, right, with Maggie's new man, who you said his name, right? And Elijah and Kelly.
Kane?
And Kelly sees like a jacket on top of a
she left her post. Let's see that. She left her post.
Yes, she left her post. She was watching the dead all night, but she got up. And actually, when she left, a zombie had walked into the camp, so it was very apparent that she was not there. Right. But she was searching for her sister, and Elijah lost his sister recently too, so he obviously has that bond with her now. But what I didn't understand was they pulled that thing off from the container. But there was a notepad in there. A notepad fell out of the jacket. Did you guys see that? So she said it wasn't him.
I missed it, but I'm glad you say that because I was like, what is the significance for sure? Like, so that's good that you saw that. So there might be something there, but also I do like that the masked character Elijah, although he started as a badass right in the last season, like.
He's the two-sword guy, or the two, like...
So I don't understand the vulnerability so soon on in the episode, in the season. Like, I was like, really?
The vulnerability is they have 8 episodes to have an arc.
No, it makes me so nervous. Like, that's my stress point. My stress point is that the show's going to end, and that's my stress point. So, for sure.
Well, yeah, the Daryl Carroll show afterwards, right? So that's happening.
We've already seen the introduction to that. But, okay, so let's talk about the Reaper. So, obviously, all of our friends have to have now a new enemy.
But it's not new, because these people are hunting Maggie's team. This person knew Maggie's group, and knew the people she was with.
But it's still, the Whispers were our last big gang, right? The Whispers were our last big, so now they introduced the Reapers that... Well, thanks, Maggie, for bringing the Reapers to our scenario. But thanks
for bringing fleas into the house.
Thanks, Maggie. But so yeah, we definitely have that. But they also needed that. So
yeah, they need a antagonist for sure.
Whatever. So anyway, so we get to meet all of Maggie's new family, in Glenn Jr. And I like the relationship. I feel like we're gonna see Connie again for sure. Like
Yeah.
I feel like she's. I think they alluded to that at some point, right? That we're gonna see Connie again.
Well, last episode we saw the guy from the
yes.
The
and
psilocybin guy.
I also have to say this. So
Virgil was there?
Right off the bat, Carol admitted to Maggie, I let Negan out.
Yep.
It was me. It was totally me. That is a pivotal portion of the episode. Like that is for the season. That's pivotal for the season.
Sure.
That she admitted that to him or to her.
But I thought it was dampened pretty quickly when when Maggie thought about it for a couple minutes. She said, like I don't know if I'd been in the same situation, what I would have done. Meaning she probably would have done the exact same thing, having everyone die around her. But I was telling Shorty earlier, I was thinking, you know what? I really thought about that scene real in depth. The only person during all of this time, that had the presence of mind that Negan was the one to go out there and kill Alpha and to kill this group was Carol. And Carol was the only person in the group, well, I guess, and Gabriel, that didn't actually see Abraham and Glenn die. So I was wondering if Carol had seen what Negan actually did, would have she let him out of the cage or out of jail? Because obviously she knew it needed to be done, but at some point, those images don't go away from
But
me.
I also think that Carol has had to do harder shit than a lot of other people in the
Absolutely.
group. So, like, looking at the flowers, right? She's had to do some harder shit.
She watched her daughter get killed in front of her face by Shane. That was pretty crazy.
Okay, so for my bullshit, my
Sophia.
one bullshit moment of the show is if somebody pulls the key on a grenade.
Oh, God.
I feel like everybody should have been dead. I'm just going to say that right now. Like, they were in a pretty close proximity, and all they got was guck on them. Like, that was my one, like, this is not a great reality on this show.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of saves it to me.
Oh, let's hear this.
Is if no, tell you what, like they have no idea how military grenades work, because they would have all been leveled, especially because not run away, but let's just get down in front of them.
Duck.
The only way I kind of thought in my mind that this could even be perceivable is if this was a measure that they all have, when this happens to them, but they have it because it was in his jacket fortified somewhere. So maybe he had like a flak jacket over it, and basically they do this as a way to kill themselves but not kill their friends around them. Like maybe this is a tactical thing that they have put grenades in their bodies somewhere, so they know when they pull it off, they're not going to hurt their friends around them, but so they don't become zombies themselves. That's how I felt like. I can stomach this as long as I keep believing that. Even though there's no more sugar in my cornflakes.
It's a grenade, and they were all within a 4-foot radius. I'm just going to say that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my one, like, this is the unbelievable part of the show. So I know that you were like, it was kind of a fluff show. Mm-hmm. They absolutely have to make you like Maggie. She is now going to be a lot of glue that holds the show together. Last season, a lot of people have fallen off already, so she's the absolute glue that they have to make her work in the show. They have to make you love her. They have to make all of these relationships that are now in existence. We can't hate Carol anymore. We're going to find Connie, which is a big part, I think, of this show.
Sure.
Michonne has to come back at some point to make it believable, because they actually brought her up in the show today.
Right.
So, today, whenever I saw the show. But there's a lot of loose ends to wrap up in a short fucking period of time.
Not really, and from my perspective, Maggie was forced. Maggie left the show because she wanted to start her own show, and they had to find a way to write her off. Right, so
her show failed.
In the comic books, Maggie never left to go do this musical show that she did here. The Spy.
So she made a decision. She made a professional decision to leave the show.
Yep.
Her show that she went to.
Whiskey Tango, I forget.
How'd that go? How'd it do?
She looked amazing in it. I'll tell you that much.
Well, she's beautiful. That's fine.
Absolutely.
But how'd the show go?
The best. Obviously, if she's back.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. AMC didn't need to bring her back. They didn't need to make this work. It was working fine without that piece.
But my whole point is, you have Uber fans. You and I are Uber fans. You have Uber fans that they now have to recapture her essence and make us believe that we want her back on the show. Right. Because it's like she cheated on us.
Yeah.
She cheated on us.
But
so
why was,
there's that.
Do you think that they needed because they thought the ratings were dipping? Do you think that she adds any real value to the story?
The ratings have absolutely dipped. They've dipped.
But was it because Maggie left? I think they dipped more when Carl died and when Rick left. I think those were like the huge, the fallout points.
When Glenn died, the fucking ratings dipped. I'm just going to say that right now. It was kind of pivotal, by the way.
The only thing that dipped was me and my nachos.
I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate you.
I really feel sad. We should send our prayers out to Abraham though, because we really do miss Abraham.
I do love Abraham, but I love Glenn more. So there's that.
But
now I have baby Glenn.
There's no gingers on the show.
And he was wearing his dad's hat.
I know.
Anyways.
What are his eyeballs in there?
I fucking hate you right now. I fucking hate you right now.
Because it would be awesome.
I fucking hate you right now.
What if Daryl would have been like, oh, you have your father's eyes? He goes, no, I just have one of them. 99.9% of the time I love you, and now this 1.1% of the time I fucking hate you. She's never even seen the scene.
I can't. Well, not that anyone watches our show, but if you did, you would know I have not seen that episode, and I will absolutely refuse to see that episode. And when I met Glenn, Stephen Yeun, and I told him
amazing actor.
I got a bigger hug. I'm just going to say that. Anyways. So, it was a fluff show for sure, but they had to introduce Maggie back in. Mm-hmm. They had to make sure that we were interested in Maggie because now she has to hold the show. She really does. Because we know there's going to be a Daryl and Carol spinoff. Mm-hmm. So, Maggie has to hold the show.
Not buying it.
No.
We'll see what happens.
It's the Maggie and Negan thing that's going to hold the show this season.
The Commonwealth story arc is so much bigger. And so, which was crazy because I was always figuring that Daryl was going to get Rick's death in the comic books, which he's not now. So now I'm trying to think who's going to get Daryl's death. We're going to have to see who comes on.
Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to
Sorry, Rick's death. Daryl's not in the comic books. So what has to happen? Maggie didn't need to be there. The story arc, the next 8 episodes with the Commonwealth is so crazy big. With the world we're seeing is nothing compared to what would be developed to. Well, yeah, there's 6 episodes of that too. So literally,
I disagree.
I don't know who Maggie's blowing to get back on the show, but literally, it's not because they need her for the story. I
disagree. I think they absolutely set up this entire fucking story on her. Okay, there's 3 people. There is Daryl. There is Carol. Mm-hmm. And Michonne's gone, so we haven't even fucking seen her. And Maggie. And Negan. 4.
I like Dog better than Maggie. At this point, I like Dog better.
Oh, by the way, if you saw the previews, though, Dog's in there. Dog's coming back. Dog's coming back. But a lot of the previews, even for the next episode, they show Daryl, leaving. And you see the starting of the Daryl and Carol... Yeah, the Carol and Daryl show. It's like the WandaVision show. No. Well, I guess what it should be.
It'll be a great series. They didn't need Maggie. She did something to get away back on the show. The Good Graces makes no sense. The storyline was better. Was already good without her. Bringing her back is just convoluting the story. They just brought back little Glenn.
No, I disagree because it brings that controversy between her and Negan, and now you got little
the controversy.
It's a little bit of fluff because I don't know that she would do anything drastic. But they actually already introduced that. She told her son, Glenn Jr., a bad man killed your father, and now they're living where the bad man lives. Come on.
And then you also said that Negan was killed a long time ago. He's not that Negan anymore.
I don't know. I feel like Negan's gonna come back and be a dick.
I think the Japanese have a word for that. I wish you knew it.
Kamikaze? What? What?
Jesus.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
For someone
we've argued a lot tonight.
For someone that's reborn, Negan's reborn. He's not the Negan he was.
We don't know though. Is he just playing to stay in? We don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know me.
Me and Negan pretty much high five every day. And Negan is Negan. He's always gonna be Negan. And then he's done way more for the community than anyone else has.
So he's always going to be Negan. So there is always going to be that tendency for shit to go bad.
And luckily, he'll be there to be that for them. He'll be whatever the script needs him to be at any given time.
I feel like you want him to Battle Axe Glenn Jr. That's what I feel like right now.
He could probably Lucille Maggie, and I'd be okay with that.
I actually might be okay with that too.
Yeah, we'd be okay with that.
What if he battle axe Carol? Would you have a problem?
What if we saw Herschel with a black leather jacket on and a little bat? How cute would that be? I think I would really love that.
What is wrong with you?
I'm so fucking twisted. I'm literally, yeah.
Do I even know you? Have we met?
I get boners at horror movies. I'll tell you.
I don't think I need to know that at all.
It's dark.
Noted. No. It's all noted. All right, so this was a fluff episode for sure. They had to reintroduce Maggie. We need now a new villain, the Reaper. So fluff episode, but how many episodes do we have?
We have 7 more, I think. I think it's like 8 more in the season. Or maybe it was 10. Maybe it might be 10, but I think it's 8.
Oh, jeez, we don't know.
So it's like a triple season. Season 10, final season. They've just been
But for now, we have like the whole spring, and then it starts, and it's going to start in the fall again?
Probably fall again. October, probably.
You only have to deal with this for a half a minute now, and then we'll go back, but whatever.
The Walking Dead.
But super happy to be with you guys. I've missed Travis. We're going to have contests coming forward. Travis will announce them if he stays out of Facebook jail. But we actually ordered some keychains for giveaways. So stay tuned, y'all. So we'll see what happens.
Swag coming, Funko Pop's coming, guys. Thank you very much. Good review.
Thank you. Wait, I need one that has alcohol in it.
They should all have alcohol in it.
Thanks, y'all. Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Aye, happy St. Patty's Day. But we'll see them before that.
But it was a little weirdly Irish.
Aye.
All right. Aye.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Fucking Chucky. That's my favorite. Fucking Chucky. Oh my god, I love that girl. That girl should be my daughter. I'm just saying.
Amber Alerts.
She's not my...
Hey, back to our reviewing our whiskeys here from Wildcat Whiskey. We're reviewing Breaking the Entry Whiskey. It's from St. George Spirits, which is actually from right here in California in the Bay Area. Alameda! Motherfucker.
Like literally 20 minutes away from me right now.
I could throw a rock over those hills right there, or I could throw a rock over there and hit at the
I could throw a rock, but I'd probably pop my shoulder out and it wouldn't be good. So it's fine.
Pop and lock it back.
It's not good. It's not good. So yes, looking forward to this. Tasties.
Yeah, it's a little smoky. I've been drinking it all episode. It's actually really good. I just think it's a little hot. I think maybe they might have pulled it out a little too soon. But it's fucking delicious. It is.
I feel like that's your hashtag. Pulled out too soon.
I have 2 children. I wish I had that problem. I don't. I pull out too late.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. Pulled out too late.
But it's actually really good whiskey. I like it. I like it a lot. Again, you'll get a lot of. I was getting vanilla tones at first, and then just a lot of smoke is all I was really tasting off this one. It's not too.
Not terribly, because I don't like smoky whiskey, so not terribly smoky. Like I enjoy this for sure, and because they're local, like we should do a show in their place.
Yeah, we would be lucky if they would call us back and say, "Come to our patio and drink our whiskey." We would love to do a whiskey tasting there.
I think Father Patty's actually been there. I think they've actually mentioned Alameda before.
Since they're on the old Hangar One facility, which I think is the old Hangar One where they used to distill the Hangar One vodka. And they said some really good flavors like the wasabi vodka. I don't know if they're affiliated with them at all, but it's actually very good whiskey.
Super drinkable.
What was the price of it?
Super
do you know?
Drinkable. I don't know why you think that I should remember things, but okay. Not that I'm cheap, but I will do. Usually my whiskeys, is usually between a 25, 35 price point.
Sure.
So I'm pretty sure it didn't go over or under that.
If you can get this for $35, it's a really good deal.
It's good.
Like, I mean, this is definitely not a $45 whiskey, but for $35, that's a good steal. Very tasty. I like it a lot.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers, Alameda.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, because we're not going to be back for a minute, probably. We have some great content. By the way, we have some good ideas to offer you guys. We have giveaways. We have new keychains to give aways. So, our super 10 followers, y'all might win.
It's a dozen now. We're up to a dozen.
Y'all might
Appreciate y'all.
might win something. And again, Alexis, I invited you. This was your invite, so there's that. But we're good. We're good.
All right, well, good review, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shorty.
Cheers, y'all.
Thank you, Paul.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be safe.
Aye. Got some whiskey.
I don't know where you're gonna go with editing for that, but okay.
Yeah, good fucking luck, Paul. You got a shit job ahead of you.
I really do like your sweater, though.
My head.
Who bit your head?
Shorty. Fucking Shorty.
Oh God.